Hello everybody, I am the Chubby Gourmet. Welcome to our show. If you're new here, you're new to the family, welcome. If you like what you see today, don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and nail that notification bell so you get notified every time we upload new recipes, new trips, being that we're an international cooking and travel channel. A lot of exciting content. If you love food like we do, welcome aboard. So come on in. And if you are already a subscriber, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for your support and for supporting the channel. Today we are venturing into the domain of Afghan cooking. We are going to prepare a vegetarian dish called Gholpi. It's important to remember this is not the national dish of Afghanistan. Their official dish is Kabuli pulao. Pulao is a pilaf. It's rice cooked in a stock. Today it's all about cauliflower. It's actually, like I said, vegetarian, but delicious nonetheless. And we actually even got actual authentic ingredients for the most part. I wanted to use one really large cauliflower for this, but in the store, I could not get one big enough for what I wanted to do, so I got one decent sized and one baby one. So this is the Madras curry powder, because the Madras has a little more kick than standard curry powder. Turmeric, ground black pepper, felfel, which is Farsi for pepper, about half the heat of a cayenne pepper actually. Advieh, which is similar to garam masala, which is an Indian mix. A masala is a mix of ground spices. Garam is the Hindi word meaning warms the body. This is not as spicy as garam masala, but there are ground walnuts or ground almonds added to the spice mix. It's also Persian. Afghan cuisine is heavily influenced by Persian and Indian dishes. That's it. First thing we're gonna do is add our chopped 2 onions dry to a skillet. No oil yet. Why, you ask? Because I want them not charred per se, but a little browned. And I'm gonna put the lid on while they're cooking to trap the steam, because these are gonna give up some liquid. And I'm gonna cover this, give it a couple of minutes to come up to temperature. Now we play the waiting game. Sizzle, sizzle. What I'm going to do, I'm not gonna cook them all the way. When I start seeing a little browning around the sides, the edges of the pieces of onion, I'm gonna add about a 1/4 cup of, if you watch the channel, you know I'm a big fan of using grapeseed oil, not canola oil. You can see it's already steaming up with the vapor from the onions are exuding, and it even smells delicious. Just an onion, it's all it takes to make me happy. We're starting to see some browning. I'm gonna put in now the oil. And you notice I purposely did not dice the onion, I chopped them up coarsely. So we'll saute this for another couple of minutes, at which point I'm going to be adding a couple tablespoons of tomato paste and my spice mix. The onions are starting to get translucent now. I'm gonna put in about a couple of tablespoons of my tomato paste. I'm gonna put in a little more actually, because I like it. And I'm gonna throw in my spice mix. Colorful. It's so pretty. I'm gonna stir this thoroughly for about 2 more minutes, at which point I'll be adding my cauliflower and some vegetable stock. And once I add the cauliflower, I'm gonna wanna season with some salt. I'm using sea salt, because I didn't have any kosher salt. You may ask, what's the difference between kosher salt and table salt? Very simple. Kosher salt, bigger pieces. Table salt, small grains. You smell that? Do you like what you smell?
I do.
Oh, it smells medicinal. You could probably cure cancer with this, or get cancer. One of the two.
Everything spins.
I know, I hate electric stuff. We added vegetable stock. Now I'm adding the florets. And I want to coat these babies as best as I can. Look at that. Look at that. Are you looking? Season with a little bit of salt. About a teaspoon. I'm gonna lower the heat and let this sucker simmer. We got about 15 minutes, I'm guessing. What I'm gonna do while this is cooking is I'm gonna char the spur peppers. Now, spur peppers, if you saw last week's episode, I used these. They're a Thai pepper, actually. They're hot, but they're not like hot like a Thai chili is. They add some spice to this dish. Important for you to realize whenever you're gonna cook or char any hot pepper, you always put a lid over it and have adequate ventilation. Otherwise, you're gonna gas yourself and your family and friends, which they probably won't appreciate. Not gonna go crazy. And I'm just gonna leave them in there. No need to stir them. I'm gonna watch. And as they start to char, I'll open up and I'll flip them quick and close it again. Like I said, this is not a hot, super hot like a ghost pepper, but still, you don't wanna be breathing in those fumes. Get it flipped over, he's fighting me. There we go, see his little char. No need to get carried away. Flip it.
Flip it good.
Char, good char. Look at that. It's charring before our very eyes. Good. What I'm doing now, we're in the home stretch. I'm just poking with a fork to see if the florets are soft enough and if it's done cooking yet. We still got a little bit more time to go. I think we're almost done. I checked it a few minutes ago with the fork and it looks like we're pretty much there. So there's the Gholpi. This is typically eaten with a leavened bread, a Persian leavened bread called barbari. I cannot get barbari here, so I use a different leavened bread, French bread. Butt scratcher! So what I'm gonna do is cut off a couple of pieces. And this is used to help you pick up the cauliflower florets and soak up the juices. But wait, there's more. A drink I want to introduce you to. It's called doog. Doog is probably the national drink of Iran. It's basically yogurt soda. And sometimes, like in this case, there's a little mint flavor added to it as well. Extremely popular in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. So we're gonna have some Gholpi with some doog, and I'm using French bread, which is just as good, I guess, as barbari for soaking everything up. So should I go for it? Last time I opened the bottle of doog, it's sprayed all over the place. Not this time. Let's see how this baby came. It certainly smells delicious. I already love cauliflower, so I'm a little biased, but the spices, and there is a kick of the heat from the falafel. Not as hot as cayenne, but still, it's quite spicy. And soaking up the stew with the bread. It's delicious. And wash it down with some doog. Made my day. Well, there you have it, everyone. Afghan vegetarian dish called Gholpi. Delicious. Emily and I were just enjoying it, washing it down with the doog. It's a genuine, authentic Afghan dish. Little Afghan vegetarian lunch, if you will. Thank you for joining us today. If you like what you see, hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. Press the subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell if you're interested in seeing our upcoming episodes. If you have any suggestions, a culture, a cuisine, a country, anything, comment below. Let me know. Love to hear from you guys. And until next time, hasta lasagna.